Well, family, we're home for one weekend and one weekend only. Hello, family. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I am Vicki and you're with Grammy in the Kitchen. So I left North Carolina this morning at 4 o'clock. I got home, pulled in the driveway just a little bit before 8. Made it safe, no problems. Again, thank you for the prayers for my daughter. I do appreciate it so much. So we went and picked up our Azure order from the friend from our drop that took it home for us, kept it overnight. We picked it up this morning and I want to show you what we got. So we picked up 5 pounds of the pepper jack. This is the Rumiano organic, pasture raised on a family farm pepper jack cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and get this all shredded up so it can go in the freezer. So while we're in North Carolina, we do not have to worry about our cheese going bad. We're doing it today, family. I got another pound of the peppercorn. I have another pound of the chicken broth powder. I like using this in recipes that calls for cream of something soups, because with this, a little bit of chicken broth and a little bit of milk, it has the same consistency as a cream of something. And this has cleaner ingredients versus those cans of soup. So I'd rather use this than the soups. I have recipes from Thanksgiving and Christmas where we made, what is it called? Green bean casserole. And we use, it was either the chicken flavored broth powder or the vegetable broth powder. Not really sure. But either one is fine. And it is so good. In my opinion, I think it's better than the cans of soup. My opinion. I got a 1 pound bag of chives. Grammy, why do you need so much chives? I really don't. I like making my own ranch dressing, and chives is one of the ingredients that we needed. We have everything else, we just needed some chives. And they come in like the 4 ounce, maybe 8 ounce, and then a pound, which is 16 ounces. But the more you get, the cheaper it is per unit. So this 1 pound, huge bag of chives is actually cheaper than buying 4 4-ounce bags. Do you know what I mean? So we're actually going to make a dry ranch mix. So all we have to do is add either mayonnaise or milk or a combination of two, or we could add sour cream and we can have our own ranch dip, ranch dressing, whatever we want to do. And I needed chives, and I do want to take some back with me to North Carolina. So I want to go ahead and make a big thing of some dry mix ranch dressing so I could take it back with me. We have 15 pounds of the Parmesan cheese. This is our favorite Parmesan cheese. It's California premium Parmesan cheese. We like to grate our own. Pre-grated Parmesan cheese actually has an ingredient in it to keep it from clumping together. I don't want that ingredient in the dishes that I make, so I buy the wedges and we grate it ourselves. Now, the last time we bought a box of Parmesan cheese, I grated like 6 or 8 of these at one time, put the rest of the wedges in the freezer, and I never did go back and bring out the grater to the KitchenAid and grate them. I was grating them by hand as I needed. I am going to go ahead and grate this whole box, get them in Ziploc bags, and get them in the freezer. That way, when I need Parmesan cheese, I don't have to worry about it. They're all grated. And Parmesan cheese freezes wonderful, either in this form or in the grated form. No problem. I've had absolutely 0 problems with grated Parmesan cheese in my freezer. So that way I can buy it in bulk, save money for each unit price, and have things ready in the freezer. I went ahead and picked up 18 pounds of Mother's Choice. This is salted butter. Rumiano butter is by far superior. It is the best butter. If you buy Kerrygold or the Irish European butter, Rumiano is right there with that butter. There have been times where I'm unable to get the Rumiano, and plus the price of it is super, super expensive. And I have used the Mother's Choice sweet cream butter. I believe this might be my third 18-pound box. I've had no problem with it. It's really good. No, it's not Rumiano, but I don't have any problems getting this butter compared to getting the Rumiano. Plus, butter freezes great. This has an expiration date of July 28, 2024. So we'll put this in the freezer. We'll take out 2 or 3 pounds at a time and keep it in the refrigerator. I'm also taking some of this to my son when I go back so we can have a good quality butter that we've already bought, and it's just going to sit here. One of the new things we got this month, and I have been wanting to get this for a little bit over a year. I finally bit the bullet and got it. We have the fresh produce variety box. You don't get to pick and choose what you want in your variety box. I call it the mystery box because it's whatever they put in there. And it was $44.50. I'm going to show you everything we got in this box, and I want you to tell me, did we meet the $44.50 that it cost me with the produce we have in here? This is an organic box, so all the vegetables that are in this box are organic. It's not like conventional produce, it's organic produce. But tell me, do you think it was worth $44.50? Now, the lady that picked up my order did call me while I was in North Carolina and told me that she went through the box because she has to put the stuff in her refrigerator. And I had a cucumber in here. She said it had started going bad, and she didn't want it to compromise the rest of the vegetables in this box, so she went ahead and threw that away. I can call Azure and let them know that we did lose 1 cucumber from our box, and we can get a credit for that. Will I do that? Probably not. If the whole box or over half the box was a waste, yes, I would. But 1 cucumber out of this is not it's okay with me. I'm fine. You can call them and tell them what produce you lost. They will refund you that money in a credit for the next month when you buy something. But let's see what we have. Now, I did go through here and pulled everything out because my daughter is still in the hospital, and she goes, "Mom, FaceTime me. I want to see what's in the box." So we did go through it so we could show Amanda, but now I want to show you what we have. Let me go ahead and put the rest of these cold items back in the refrigerator so they can stay cold until we're ready to grate our cheese. So if you're looking at Azure's website, it is called the Fruit and Veggie Variety Pack Organic. So we have 2 fresh beets. I have never, ever cooked with fresh beets. We're going to be looking for some recipes. I have 2 zucchinis. We have 3 russet potatoes. We have 2 onions. They're sweet onions. We have 2. 2 bulbs of garlic. We have 4 oranges. We have a small container that has 5 apples. We have 4 Bartlett pears. We have a big thing of celery. I wish they kept the greens on there because I do like saving my greens when I'm making stock, but that's okay. And we have a pineapple. I absolutely love pineapple. Now, you know, I've said that when we have repurposed boxes from Azure Standard, opening those and seeing what's in those boxes like Christmas to me. Even though I know what I ordered, I could see it on an invoice, but not knowing what's in each individual box and open that up, it's like Christmas morning. This box is definitely like Christmas morning. Even though I know I ordered the variety pack, I had no idea what I was getting. So opening this up was like, yes, a pineapple. So excited. Beets. What are we going to do with beets besides can 2 beets? I need to come up with a recipe. And we have potatoes. I am happy with this box. So that is it for the Azure order. I'm going to go ahead and get everything we need to make ranch dressing, and I need to grate all that cheese. And this box is going to go with me to North Carolina so my son, my son-in-law, and myself can have a nice snack with the vegetables, with the fruit, and have some side dishes with the vegetables. So I have all the Parmesan grated. Put them in 1 cup measure in a sandwich bag, and I have 12 in a gallon size Ziploc bag. So we have 12, 24, 36. This one only has 11. So we've got 47 1 cup measure of Parmesan cheese ready to go. I'm going to put this in the freezer until we need Parmesan cheese. Now we need to grate the pepper jack cheese. When it comes to cheese like this, which is like a medium hard cheese, sliceable cheese, it actually grates better when it's frozen, but I'm not going to be able to cut into it while it's frozen. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it up into the size I need to fit in the chute of the KitchenAid. And then I'm just going to stick it in the freezer, maybe 30 minutes to an hour, then I'll come back and grate it. And I like doing this the day I get my Azure order. That way it's processed in the freezer, ready for us to do the things we need to do with cheese. I do it with my mozzarella, whether I'm doing it in small portions for a casserole dish or my large Ziploc bag that we use to make pizzas. So I'm probably going about maybe an inch and a half. And then each one of these I'm going to cut in half. Because that right there is the perfect size to fit into that chute. This is probably my favorite pepper jack cheese. It makes delicious macaroni and cheese, family. Maybe I need to cut that one a little bit more. So I'm just going to put this whole cutting board with the rectangles of pepper jack cheese right in the freezer. And now we're going to make some instant, easy ranch dressing. This is my recipe. I absolutely love this recipe. I've actually given this to people as a gift. They love it. You can use milk and mayonnaise, the two together, to make a dressing for a salad, or you can use sour cream, use a little bit of milk just to thin it out some, and you have a ranch dip. So good when you have it with wings, family, so good. So this is, it's a buttermilk powder, non-instant organic. So if you were making buttermilk, it would take 3 tablespoons of this buttermilk blend to 1 cup of cold water. We're not doing that because we're going to be using this as a dressing or a dip. So I need 2 cups. Let me find some room here. I need 2 cups of this buttermilk powder. Quarter cup of parsley, 3 tablespoons of dill, a quarter cup of onion powder, a quarter cup of garlic powder, except it doesn't fit in there, so we're going to do 4 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of black pepper. I put a whole tablespoon. That's okay, that'll be 3 teaspoons. Oops. And 1 tablespoon of salt. And I have my chives that we just picked up today. We need 4 teaspoons of chives. I might add more. Let's go ahead and whisk that together. Make sure we break up those buttermilk clumps. Oh, it smells so good already, family. I'm just going to go in there with my hands so I can break up all that buttermilk. I think the 4 teaspoons of chives is plenty. That looks good, family. So this is one of our sour creams that we got last month, and I did have it in the freezer, and it looks a little grainy and liquidy, but that's okay. We're going to make a ranch dip with that. Y'all told me it did not freeze well. I believe you. It tastes fine. I'm gonna put in a couple tablespoons. This is probably about a half of this container, and this is a 16-ounce container. So let's try 3. Get that mixed in really well. You can see the chives and the dill in there. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, let's taste it. It's actually pretty good, family. So easy. So I'm gonna save that for dinner. The rest of this, I'm gonna make sure I take it to CJ's house and Amanda's house. That way, if we wanna have ranch dressing, it's ready to go. So simple. Let me clean up my mess and we'll check on the cheese that's in the freezer and get that grated, and whew, we're done. So we have all the pepper jack cheese shredded, except I did save a little bit we're gonna have for dinner tonight. So I ended up putting 8 ounces, and yes, I brought the scale out, weighed it, it's 8 ounces, into sandwich Ziploc bags. We have 5 in here and 5 in here, and that's gonna go in the freezer. And I just wanna say thank you very much for hanging out with me in the kitchen, showing you the Azure order that we got this month, processing the cheese, and that variety pack. I cannot wait to take that to North Carolina to my son and daughter's house, and we get to get creative with all those delicious ingredients. If you don't mind, please give this video a thumbs up. While you're at it, please subscribe. I would love to have you part of the Grammy family. Right over here, you're gonna see 2 videos. Go check those out to the next upload. They inspire you to get into your kitchen, give you a chuckle, maybe both. But until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye, family. Hard cheese, or it's okay, keep going. No, come on. No, come on. No! I'm not talking till you come in here.
He just ran off.
Okay. Family, what did I do with the lid? Huh? Lid.